Hi, who are you?
My name is Gio. I'm relatively new to acro. I just started in this new year a couple weeks ago. I had tried some classes earlier in Brazil, but in terms of my movement background, I've been training in salsa for about 2 years, and I practice yoga, but very new to acro yoga.
Nice. Um, what? How do you like salsa? Is there any like crossover between salsa and acro?
I feel like for certain um, performance tricks, there can be overlap. I haven't tried to incorporate that yet in my dance journey, but can definitely be helpful for lifts and leveraging body weight and weight shifting.
Nice.
But things like bird, I know a few of my friends have done in dance contexts.
Nice. How does like the social aspect compare? Like in salsa, I think you rotate partners, right? In acro, you sort of also end up rotating people.
Yeah.
Is it the same, or is it a little different?
It's same. I think it's a lot more hands-on. I also have a background in jiu-jitsu, so
Oh, nice.
it's also like the same kind of very hands-on, very consent forward. So I think it's nice that in this space we learn that foundationally to set boundaries and to have consent with one another, but it's nice, I think, in acro yoga that everyone comes from very different backgrounds and very different levels of fitness and also training. So it's nice to see everyone on their different journeys in fitness and in acro yoga.
Nice. So you have a pretty rich background. Like you did jiu-jitsu, you did salsa.
Too many things.
Yeah. Like, how did you come into acro yoga? Like, what got you to try, and what was your first kind of like class or signing up for class like?
Yeah, I think I've always wanted to try it. I think I felt a little intimidated by, trusting other people to, support my body weight if I'm flying, or supporting others' body weight and that sort of trust element. But I just saw an Instagram ad for it, and I decided to sign up, and brought people from my own community too, but then got to expand my community more by meeting people at the Tuesday classes.
Nice. So you made new friends at the Tuesday class?
For sure.
Awesome. And you said it took a little developing trust. I've heard that from a lot of people that they've never had to trust someone before in their life. But then just leaning on someone, they never had to trust someone to hold their weight. Like, can you talk a little bit more about like how was it like for you to? Were you like nervous about it at first? Was it maybe like an incident at some point, or just?
Yeah, I think trust is hard. It's built. So just being comfortable, trusting the process also, and the instructor, and for example, for flying, trusting that your spotter will catch you, and I think that's a bit of trial and error. But yeah, I think just from other experiences that I've had, it gave me the confidence to at least try it, and I think it's a space where if I don't feel comfortable, I can set boundaries.
Have you ever had to set boundaries?
Yeah, in other contexts, especially in dance and jiu-jitsu, those are both places I've had to set boundaries with people.
Do you have any advice for someone who's like new to these spaces and maybe had never had to set boundaries? Like, how do you go about it? Like, how do you deal with the emotions that go with it?
I think it's a lot of checking in with yourself. I think you need to know how you feel before you can, vocalize that to the other person. So giving yourself the space and the grace to like understand how you feel in your own body, and being confident in that. And it takes a lot to get there, but I encourage everyone to do it.
Nice. And let's talk a little bit more about acro yoga itself. Like, imagine I've never done acro yoga before. Like, how would you explain it to me? And like, why should I try it?
Just playing around with new friends. So it's a space where you can be really creative, and like really that like inner child kind of comes out. I think for things like training for dance or martial arts, like they can feel very structured and rigid because you're learning a certain technique or a certain. I mean, there is technique to acro yoga as well, but then I think like regular yoga, like there's room for exploration. There are set poses, but then you can kind of explore how you feel. Maybe you want a little bit more of a stretch or less of a stretch, but you can communicate that to your partner and figure out like what feels good for you.
What's kind of like a creative exploration you have done? Is there anything that comes to your mind where you?
Still pretty new to acro yoga, but I think even what we did today with some of the assisted massage, with getting that nice like side body stretch, I think that felt nice, and then a few of like the drills that we'll do in the Tuesday class.
Nice. Do you have a favorite drill?
I like the receiving for bird. Like I think that was a really hard one for me to first try, like to get that trust. But I've come to really like it and feel supported in it.
Nice. You said like one of the reasons was hard to develop the trust. Why it was hard?
Just like trusting that you're gonna like fall, basically like a trust fall.
Yeah.
So just trusting that your partner is able to support the weight if you're flying, or that you can support the weight yourself.
It's a slow trust fall.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious. I find sometimes people kind of rush through the bird receiving. They just want to go straight up to bird.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of advice do you have for people to actually slow down and to find the experience you had with developing trust and why you like bird
I
receiving?
think it's patience, but I think the people that come like also help with that process. And I think for me, having come a few different weeks, if I can pick out one new thing out of the same drill, like I'm getting something out of it, and that's why I keep coming for Snow Week.
Nice.
So I know I'm like, as much as I want to do all these cool poses and take cool photos, like it's definitely, I have to check in with my body and see how I feel.
And what does your check-in look like? Like, what are you kind of checking in? What kind of answers do you get? It's kind of interesting, you know, like some people might come in and they don't know what a check-in with your body is.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting to verbalize what your inner experience is for them to kind of have like a role model, be like, oh, this is what a good body check-in is. And
Yeah, I think especially poses that are like pretty new to me, I don't know what that's really supposed to feel like, but I think I've learned like what it's not supposed to feel like. If it feels like uncomfortable or feel pain somewhere, then I'm like, okay, probably isn't the right thing for me to have done, or maybe I can adjust a little bit. But yeah, just understanding like, hey, this either felt good or didn't feel good.
yeah, nice. You seem like you're almost kind of like fluent in assessing what feels good, doesn't feel good, and also like speaking up about it. Because I think some people might be a little intimidated in the beginning because they think they have to do it right.
Yeah, I think I felt really intimidated, like just by regular yoga, you know, seeing everyone in their perfect poses and, you know, with a really high level of flexibility. But I think that, again, it's like patience and trust in the process. But it doesn't have to look a specific way or doesn't have to feel a specific way. I think as long as you're having fun, that's like really what matters. And I take that to like every activity that I do.
Cool, nice. Thank you.
Thank you so much.